Estevao. Yeah? Man just left the bridge right now, bro. Man just found myself a little back road right now. Yeah? I even brought my light with me, my little ring light with me today, people. Yeah? Because I wanted to make sure that I get this video out as soon as possible, yeah? For all of you lot, yeah? Because I had a feeling today. I had a feeling, I've been saying all week, 2-1 Chels. Even though I haven't been confident in the team, I just had a feeling, something was telling me that we're going to win this game, yeah? Because every time these Scousers come to the bridge, they rarely ever leave with a W, bro. It's going to be, what, now 6 years next year and that, since they last got a W here. It's usually draws or Chelsea win. You know what I mean? And today, bro, that performance today, yeah, is the sort of performance where man's going to be smiling watching England in the break. You know what I mean? I'm going to be smiling watching England in the break because we can rest over this period, yeah? We can start to recover some players back into this team, yeah? But the team that went out there today, I wasn't even fully happy with the lineup. I saw Gusto and Reece starting in there, which always means that someone's playing out of position, yeah? I was a bit confused that Garnacho started the game, but you know what? I said, you know what? He's been getting warm. Let's see what he does on that side. Estevao on the bench, he's got something for us, yeah? And that's exactly why I put him in the thumbnail before the game, people. I had a feeling that he would rise in this game, right? His Chelsea career so far has been stop-start because the amount of red cards we keep getting, yeah? And he's always the one that gets sacrificed first. But I had a strong feeling that Steve was going to rise today, bro. You know what I mean? But just starting off with the first half, you know, Sanchez in goal, Beautyyyyy and Josh at the back, which I actually predicted in the preview that me, Roms, Tom and Goonie did yesterday, big them up. Yeah, I predicted that would be the back line, and I wanted it to be that because you get that balance. You have a right footer on the right-hand side, and you've got a left footer in a Beautyyyyy. And then Cuckoo at left back. Reece actually started at right back, and Gusto was the one in the midfield. And I can't lie, I was watching the game, I was even a little bit late, you know what I mean? Because today, Fulham Broadway shut. I had to basically drive here today and then take a fucking bike. Take a fucking bike to the stadium, right? So obviously now I'm watching the game. You know, I'm seeing how we're building from the back. We're looking quite steady. I'm seeing Caicedo just doing what Caicedo does in build up. Finally getting to the fucking into the stadium. Didn't really like Enzo in the 10, but today I thought he was fantastic, bro. People like to crash this guy about his defensive work rate. I saw a stat at the end of the first half. This guy won the ball back the most times. In the second half, what he was doing off the ball and on the ball was quality, bro. You know what I mean? Absolute quality, yeah? But the quality bit that we saw in the first half was that wonder strike from Caicedo. I'm losing count of how many bangers this guy scores for Chelsea, bro. Every single goal he scores for Chelsea is a banger. I can think of the final against Betis, banger. I can think of the goal today, banger. Against Bournemouth, banger. Against Man United, bro. Yeah, banger. Both the disallowed goals for against Spurs, bangers, right? That's all he does every single time he's near to the goal. He strikes it and is either going to make the keeper work or it goes into the back of the net, yeah? And that's why for me, I really, really hope there's a way that we can get Caicedo playing as a box-to-box in this team. If you've actually got a Lavia in the team who's going to be the one that's building up from the back, you'll see Caicedo playing further up. His passing range is unbelievable. People like to talk about this guy like all he does is destroy play. No. I'm here to let the people know that this guy is a complete midfielder. He does everything, bro. He can pass. He can create. He can facilitate. Yeah. He can shoot. You know what I mean? He can defend. Again, today, the amount of times he's winning the ball back for us, bro. In the midfield of Gravenberch, Szoboszlai in the first half. Yeah. And McAllister. That's not an easy midfield to play up against. He won that battle. Him and Enzo won that battle. The counter-pressing today in that first half, bro. We weren't letting these guys breathe. They barely created anything, yeah? Sanchez actually had some decent distribution. There was a couple of times he gave the ball away, but a couple of times there was some decent distribution as well, yeah? One ball that he gave to Garnacho. Brilliant touch from Garnacho there. But someone should be in the box. He should look up a little bit more to see who's in the box, but someone should be running in there. And that's why I'm looking at Pedro. I can see more and more that he's not really a striker. He wasn't really looking to run in there. But at the same time, he's injured right now as well. I can tell when I'm watching him in person, I can clearly see that he's carrying something, bro. Yeah. I thought Neto on the other side as well. A couple of times he made a run, you know, on that side, in terms of trying to get it in the box, right? Defensively as well, there's a moment where Kirkes tried to run into our box. He just barged him off the ball. I thought he had a steady performance today. You know what I mean? And Enzo Fernandez, like I've said today, he was very, very key in this W that we've got today. The little passes he was finding in between the lines to Garnacho, you know what I mean? Keeping the ball ticking, consistently keeping it moving. And again, he was playing out of position today. He played as a 10. I don't really like him there, yeah? I was telling Alex in the first half, he just looks awkward in that position, playing as a 10. I don't mind him playing as 2 8s in that position because it's not just him up there. But when he's just behind the striker, it's a little bit awkward. But once again, he's turned up against Liverpool, yeah? He seems to like playing against Liverpool people. You know what I mean? And like I said earlier, Cucurella locked up Salah on that side. Salah didn't do much. You know what I mean? But going into the second half, I'm looking at it now, I'm thinking, okay, cool. So to me, we've been the better team here. We've nullified Liverpool. They haven't really had many, you know, clear-cut chances on goal, really. You know what I mean? There was only like one save that I saw Sanchez make, right, in that first half. But other than that, I was looking at the final bit of execution to improve in the second half, right? Big up Garnacho because he carried on with the cutbacks. You know, Neto wasn't really involved in the second half as much, but Garnacho carried on with the cutbacks, right? But now you could feel Liverpool were actually trying to sort of get into the game, bro. They were attacking us, and I could sense that they were going to score. And that's why I was looking at it thinking, bro, we need to score another goal ASAP because these guys are going to come back, right? And the moment I see Beautyyyyy go down, who again today was brilliant, by the way, just the passing, the crisp passing. I saw Mo on the terrace and Dan as well waffling about Beautyyyyy and his passing, and they were laughing or saying it's average and that. I said, I don't know what you lot have been watching. I know Cole was probably the best at it in the team, but in terms of his passing, the way he passes the ball, it's very similar to Cole. It's very similar to Tosin, right? He's got a very nice left foot, bro. And it was a shame to see him go down because defensively, I felt like he held us together. I felt like he felt like Josh's older brother today, bro. Because Josh carrying the ball was good. But again, in terms of the passing from the back, sloppy, man. One of the chances that Liverpool had early in the second half, it was Josh again giving the ball away, right? And then when he went to left centre back, he looked even more uncomfortable on that side. Reece James, bro, I've got to give praise to Reece as well, bruv. Yeah, the way that I was seeing man defending today, bro, helping us out defensively. He goes to right centre back again, carried on. The passing from the back, there was even one pass that he played to Gittins as well when Gittins came on, right? Just a brilliant pass, yeah. His defending in the box, the way that he wasn't letting Gakpo, you know, really try and do a thing on that side. Like Gakpo is quite predictable with what he does. He likes to cut in a lot, but Reece was giving him a good battle on that side. You know what I'm saying? I thought he actually had a good game today as well, blood. Yeah. And when that change happened, I was getting a bit scared at that point. I can't lie because Beautyyyyy was helping us, and you can clearly see that the goal that they scored, right? Liverpool, they came from the right hand side. You know, Gusto sleeping at the back post. Isak, very good touch, passes it to Gakpo, good goal. You know what I mean? But even then, I still knew that there was a goal in this game. I could sense it, people. I would have walked away today deflated, right? You're seeing Estevao coming on. You're seeing Mark Guiu coming on. You're seeing Gittins coming on, right? We'll talk about Estevao in a sec because he's definitely man of the match after he came off the bench and the performance that he put out. You can pick out a couple man of the matches today, which is always a good sign that the team have played well, right? Gittins came on. Guiu comes on. Starting off with Guiu, people. You see straight away that this guy is a striker. We didn't really see much of him on the ball, but just look at the movement. When he came on, I was actually seeing Van Dijk now grabbing someone. I wasn't really seeing Van Dijk doing that of João Pedro. Again, today, Pedro was running away, and it made Liverpool's line go up even more. Guiu came on and started to push them back. Guiu came on and started to press them into giving the ball away, right? They're the different things that he can offer us. He is a natural striker. We need to see him more after the break. And it was even a cross that came in from Estevao, and he kind of scuffed his head on it, right? I'm not saying it was an amazing performance, people, but just look at the dynamics. Look at the difference between him and João Pedro up top, and injured João Pedro as well, right? The difference is clear for me to see. He's a better striker than George, bro. It's clear to see. You know what I mean? Gittins on the other side. I thought there was a ball that came from Enzo, I think it was, where he could have took a better touch. The touch was a bit shit, you know what I mean? But today, once again, like what I said against Benfica, he was actually trying to be direct. And today, he wasn't losing the ball as much. He went on a couple of runs, you know, running past people and, you know, releasing the ball, peeling off and whatnot. He seems to be getting a little bit more confidence. That's the main thing that he needs. Anyone that's writing him off right now, you're crazy. You must have started watching football last year, bruv. You know what I mean? He must come from a new league, young player, right? Let him get warm. But I like what I'm seeing right now in terms of the intent. He's actually intending to run at people rather than just getting the ball and just giving it back to them. Yeah? I thought today he was steady when he came on. Yeah? But Estevao, people. Estevao, bro. The amount of times, man, are trying to cook me about my takes on this guy. Oh, he came from Brazil. Yeah? What's he going to do in England? I'm telling you, man, he beat Neymar's record in that. The most goals and assists before your 18th birthday in Brazil. No one's touched it. Not Rodrigo, not Vinny, yeah? Not Andre Santos, yeah? None of these guys have touched that record that Neymar had over 10 years ago. It was only Estevao that beat it by a couple numbers as well. Comes on today. The cross that he puts in for Enzo, like I've already spoken about, right? The movement in behind, the intent. The way he's getting on the ball. Every time he's getting on the ball, you'll see Robertson's starting to panic, right? The little touches, the little link up, the defending as well from the back, people. Yeah? And then that run in behind, bro. Cucurella, fantastic ball. But Estevao had to be there, and he was there because he's got the brain. He's got the IQ, right? Shortly before we scored, there was a moment where Enzo was looking at Gittins to make the run. Gittins didn't make the run, and Enzo was looking at him shouting, bro, like, yo, why did you not make the run? If I see Estevao in that position, I'm sure he would make that run, yeah? We're talking about, yeah, these kids that used to do A-level maths and that in year 6. You know what I'm saying? That's the sort of IQ that I'm talking about, right? And he's only going to get taller. He's only going to get more physical. He's only going to get more used to the league. He's only going to play with better players, right? He is a fantastic footballer, and today I'm so happy that he came on off the bench and did what he did, because like I said, against Brighton he had to come off early, against United he had to come off early. Today was his day, and I put him in my thumbnail for a reason, yeah? I had a feeling he was going to do something today. Big up Estevao, man. And big up Maresca as well, man. I'm so happy that today he finally was a little bit brave, yeah? He didn't decide to just, you know, see it until the 80th minute, 85th minute to bring these guys on and give them Mickey Mouse minutes. He gave them a decent amount of minutes to play. Now looking at Gil today, I'm expecting man to, you know, to have a few more minutes in this team, bro. You know what I mean? I'm expecting Gittins to start to get trusted more, hopefully. I'm expecting Estevao to start more games, hopefully, going forward, bro. You know what I'm saying? I thought Lavia, again, when Lavia came on as well, I thought he was very good. You can see what this guy brings to the team, bro. Just having that, him and Caicedo in front of our centre-backs, it's very, very solid, bro. The press resistance, the way he was keeping the ball ticking, the way he was dropping his shoulder. Fantastic footballer as well, bro. He's just an elegant player. I love elegant footballers. That's why my favourite type of players are players with natural ability, people. You know what I mean? But man of the match, bro, it could go to Enzo, it could go to Caicedo. I'll give it to Estevao as well, blood. I'll give it to Estevao, because to get the match winner with, 2 kicks left of the game, and the performance that he put out as well away from that, it was brilliant, bro. It was brilliant, man. I'm happy. I'm happy, people, man. Now, you know, we're looking at Liverpool. They've lost 3 games in a row. We are having different conversations now. We've got Forest coming up. We've got Sunderland at home coming up. Yeah? We can start to climb again. Palmer and these guys are going to start coming back, hopefully. We need to get our shit together, because today was a good performance. Even with players playing out of position, it was a well-won performance, bruv. Well-won performance, man. But people, let me know what you think of my thoughts anyway. You know what I mean? We've got the best DM in the world. You can even argue the best midfielder in the world in the Caicedo. I ain't hearing nothing about this guy, bro. I ain't hearing nothing, bro. In a bit, man. Love. Bless.